In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission, to bring freedom to everyone involved.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Doing a thing for the podcast.
Dude, just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends Podcast. Oh shit, boys. It is time for another Freedom Friends Master Debate with the Master Debaters, the Freedom Friends. What's up, fellas?
It's a great day to debate masterfully.
Yeah. Masterful debateness.
Oh, I'm going to do so much baiting in a master way.
This joke will never get old.
It's never going to get old. Like, Jazz, you were gone last week, so you didn't get the balls.
I didn't get in the balls conversation.
Yeah.
I'm
Do
disappointed.
you want to make a balls pun real quick, just for GP?
So, all I know is, out of all the balls that I've ever been to, and all the balls I've ever been privy to, AC/DC still has the biggest balls of them all.
Yes.
That was the...
I believe we made that pun, but...
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Well,
how am I not going to make that? Well, balls. There you go. There you go. So,
all
debate for
to
today.
plan.
This is something that gets brought up time and time again. Best special operations capable units in the United States military.
Brought on by current events.
It was brought on by current events because
fuck Baghdadi.
Because fuck Baghdadi.
Yeah.
That's right. That dude got smoked by some JSOC guys, and we are proud as fuck of them. So, in honor of those guys, let's talk about it, man. We'll kick it off. Air Force.
Look, the TACP dudes are pretty cool, and the pararescue dudes are pretty cool.
Pararescue's pretty cool. They're basically fucking doctors by the time they're done.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's pretty good shit.
At the same time, they have seafoam green boots. Like, I don't...
Yeah, it's
just something fucking off-putting about that shit.
Yeah, that's not tough or tactical.
And I'm sorry, but I've never heard about, like, this high-value target was taken out by the local Air Force TACP guys.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I've never fucking heard that article.
I'm sure
like,
TACP has blown the fuck out of a high-value target a couple times.
Time or two.
yeah, but, you know, being good at fucking Nintendo Wii and being an operator, like, aren't, like, really the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say this. If Jared Taylor can be a TACP...
That's a fair fucking point, sir. I don't know if I...
Sorry,
I don't know if I have a
JT.
fucking argument.
Yeah,
That's
very
fucking
true.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean,
Anybody can do it.
it's still awesome. It's still a cool job. It's better than the fucking alternative in the Air Force. You know,
which is what, playing with your own joystick instead of the Air Force's?
You know what
it's
fucking bothers me so bad is the security forces guys. They changed their name because they used to be security police, and that sounded too rent-a-copy.
Yeah, that's because the Air Force wanted to say that some of them were SF.
Yeah,
like that was
so
the
now,
whole fucking
I don't remember
thing.
when I was contracting,
And they gave them berets, too.
I would meet these twats, and they'd be like, "Oh, I'm SF." I'm like, "No, you're fucking not.
No, you're not, dude.
You're not SF.
Fucking gate guard.
You're a rent-a-cop. All
Yeah.
right, at best, man. Like,
You're a fucking gate guard.
I did your job as a fucking PFC with zero fucking training.
Yeah.
You know, they go to FLETC. You know, so I'll give them that. You know, so they get, at least they get the federal law enforcement.
Do they get
they
get a special cord for doing that
probably?
too?
I mean, it's the Air
fucking
Force.
Air Force
They
gives
hand
out a
out
cord for
fucking
all
everything.
that shit.
We love the Air Force. Not really. All right. Well, so next
They
is,
are a great taxi.
Well,
Next
speaking of
is,
SF, let's talk about the armies.
jump right into the Army. So the Army has...
You guys have huge.
Let's go ahead and make this list.
USASOC is massive. So
There's a couple of special teams, right? So because you could argue that the Rangers are
well, they fall under JSOC, right?
specialized.
Well, so I'm going to say this.
piece.
When I got in the Army in like 97,
Yeah.
right, the Rangers were, in my opinion, sorry Rangers, but they were more like just a step above a regular infantry battalion.
Right, it's kind of like
we have a joke in the Marine Corps that a Ranger is a Marine with money.
Yes,
You know?
it's a good joke.
Yeah.
fucking
But I think
the Army
though,
applies too. The
but
fucking
in
Rangers
two-
are the infantry with money.
But
It's
in 2004, 2005, the Rangers legit transitioned over from like supporting the regular group guys as like a support special operations to actually doing their own shit and like legit becoming special operations.
yeah,
So,
and they have a specialized mission.
and
like
the Rangers
they're-
are totally fall under the special operations.
Yeah,
at this
absolutely.
Point. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Respect to Rangers, sure. Then you guys got SF
Yeah.
proper.
Yeah, so that'd be like the Green Beret, the group guys.
Yeah.
Yep. And those
Shout
who
out
are
to my dude Matt.
who are outstanding at wet work. Those guys,
Yeah.
if it needs to get done,
yeah,
they'll get rid of it.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
it won't be the prettiest thing that's ever happened, but they'll fucking get rid of
I
it.
mean,
Like,
the
it'll-
18 series guys that I met, I always get along really well with the Bravos, with the weapon sergeants.
Right.
And the Deltas are always the weirdest fucking dudes I've ever met. The medics,
Right,
They're
yeah.
always the weirdest guys I've ever fucking met. Like every Delta I've ever met has just been like, God, you're a weird motherfucker. You're awesome.
Yeah.
And I can tell you're a badass and you'd eat fucking anybody's lunch, but you are fucking weird,
The
bro.
thing with those dudes, those are the guys that introduced me to the trick of drinking with an IV drip in.
Oh, yeah.
Was the fucking 18 Delta dudes that were like,
I'm not even surprised at that.
yeah,
they're
like those were the
fucking-
guys that introduced me to that
Yeah.
fucking trick.
Absolutely. Dude.
And then
So-
the engineers, though, the Echo guys or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I think it's 18 Echo is the.
I believe so.
Which one's a camo?
Is it 18 Echo or 18 Mike that's the engineer?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
for sure.
I think
yeah.
Charlie's calm.
Yeah, Charlie's comms. Yep.
And then I think...
But the Echo, the engineers, though, fucking, you
Echo's
give
the
them,
demo guy.
they're all MacGyver.
Yeah.
Like, you can give them anything. Because you're like, here's a paper clip and this Topo Chico bottle and some spit. And they're like, I can make that blow up.
And they're-
Like, and you're just like, what the fuck?
And then the good thing about them is like every equation they do to figure out the proper explosives, it ends with ×2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
back end of
yeah.
everything. That's all
Yeah.
in parentheticals, and then it just says
×2.
×2 on their back, and it's just like that'll get the job done.
So there's SF and Rangers. What else the Army got?
So we got the ultra elite is be Delta.
Delta, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. So and Delta, I think Delta is responsible for 47 of the 52
Yeah.
in the original deck in
Yeah.
Iraq. I think they're responsible for 47 of those kills.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that alone kind of puts you like up in the
Right.
fucking
Well, I mean, it's fucking
Hall of
Delta Force,
Famers,
man.
right?
I mean, like from what I understand, in order to make that team, there's no
It's
room
insane.
for mistakes. Like,
well, you and I just got that chance to talk to
we
the
talked
to the Delta
former
operator.
and the shit he was telling me about.
15-year Delta operator, and he was just like, and we asked him like, what's it like just being like a day in being in Delta, and the shit he broke out was just like, wow.
You know the one thing that
okay.
he told me though that really stuck with me. He was like, "It's humbling."
Yeah, because he's
You
like
get
every
you
dude
might
in
be
there.
the best at something.
Yeah.
There's somebody fucking better.
Yeah. And
Oh,
every
yeah.
dude in there is not only the best physical condition, but they're also the smartest dudes you've ever fucking met. Like
best shooters.
the best shooter
Yeah.
They
you've
have
ever
like
fucking met. Like,
aeronautical engineer degrees and shit.
yeah.
Dude. Like they're
well, one of them was like a
ridiculous.
nuclear physicist and shit, but was also a Delta dude, and you're like, God, what?
Yeah, like I mean, those guys
Like-
are. That's a different level of operator.
So,
you
well,
know?
and then there's just like the rest of just the soft community in, like, as far as special operations is concerned, there's like all of the other community members that exist underneath that bubble.
Oh, all the support guys. Yeah.
Yeah, all the support. So
Yeah.
like all of Yusa K-Pop is underneath SOF. Like, well, fuck, all the sniper guys fall underneath.
No.
No, you guys are just straight infantry.
Yeah, we were just saying infantry. Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, the Army's definitely stacked when it comes to special operations, and they have the pedigree. I mean, it's definitely
Well, and
like just going back in history, they're the ones that definitely they were given the tools to go get the fucking job done. So, and I mean, it's a little more near and dear to your and I heart because, of course,
yeah,
those are our boys that are out there fucking doing
Sure.
it.
Yeah.
But we can't short the Marines here. The Marines have
I mean,
a
the first
couple
special
of
operations community was the Raiders in World War II. That was the ones that started it all. Fucking they were embedded with Army
Rangers.
Rangers and the airborne infantry and stuff, and they did they were parajumpers as well and shit. So I mean, they were. I'm proud to say that my grandfather was a Raider Marine.
Nice.
You know, that's near and dear to me. But we now have MARSOC, which transitioned into the Raiders.
they're more
which is
effective than the football team. That's for sure.
much more effective than the football team. Their big job is like sensitive item capture and destruction and shit, and doing it fucking swift, silent. And
So in other
deadly.
words, the Marines decided that instead of you guys stealing and breaking shit in the civilian world, we would just take those guys and put them in a
those
group
skills
and just
and
be
move
like, go
those
steal and
over.
break shit over here,
we're gonna
and we'll
train
pay you to do it.
really,
Yeah.
really well. Yeah,
got it.
Then we have Recon, which technically does not fall under JSOC, which a lot of Marines are butthurt about that, including the Recon guys that I know. This was a problem that happened back in the day under General Krulak when he was commandant. His thing was, we don't need to be under special operations capabilities because we're Marines. We're all special operations capabilities. And it's like, so in other words, you just gave out, you know how much fucking funding you gave up, that you could have made some elite units even more elite,
Right.
because you decided to be
Yeah, but
fucking
why when you can
arrogant
do it the
about
hard way?
Yeah, right. Like, why not? Like, we do more with less.
wanna be
We don't have
we
to.
want to be
but
special
we're gonna.
operations with M16A4s.
Yeah, right.
Wait
Like,
a minute.
Jesus. So we have Recon, which is an elite unit. We also have Force Recon, which is
Recon, but with force.
yeah, it's just like a higher level of that. I mean,
Right.
so we have some special ops guys. They're pretty fucking hardcore. They're good. They're great in the water. I'll take the Pepsi challenge with a Recon dude versus a SEAL. Them
Speaking of the
motherfuckers can
SEALs.
swim. Speaking of fucking hair products,
Yeah. So so if you really need to
so
learn
this-
a good CrossFit routine and outstanding hair,
yeah.
the U.S. Navy has the SEALs.
Or if
Well,
you want to write a book,
And everybody knows about the SEALs because they'll tell you.
yeah. They are not the quiet professional
I've
that
actually-
like you see in the army.
The
use to
only
suck.
the only two types of people I've ever met in the Navy were guys that got drummed out of the Navy for failing to pass a PT test, or they were a SEAL. I can't believe how many of those motherfuckers are. Like, every person I've met from the Navy is like, oh, I was a SEAL. Or I was almost a SEAL.
I have
But-
I have met more SEALs than there have ever been actual SEAls by record.
yeah,
So
100%.
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
classified, so I can't really talk about it.
Those fucking
Yeah.
scumbags.
But I have my trident. I just don't walk around with it. Really? You told me about it, so you might as well just put that shit on your hat. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Fucking.
So,
I mean,
but they get
like
a hell of a
looking
book
pretty.
deal.
They do get a hell of a book deal. And don't get me wrong, like DevGrew is some good shit because
Yeah,
technically
I mean,
DevGrew isn't SEALs though. I mean, it falls under SEAL Team 6. That's a code name. You know, it's really CIA operated, and
So
but
then that
it's-
would not be the Navy.
it's under Naval Command.
The
So is the
be-
Marines.
The be-
Yeah.
the most
And there's Marines in DevGrew. Like they take Force Recon and MARSOC guys, and
I
guys
just
from
want to
U-
point out
They also take
that
guys from
he just
USASOC.
admitted that the Marine Corps is under Naval Command.
well, yeah, that's
Shut up. Yeah, the Department of the Navy. Yes, we get the joke. We've heard it 1,000 times. Yeah.
I just love getting you to admit it. Like that's
So,
just makes me happy.
like they there's USASOC guys. There's Green Berets that are in DevGrew. There's
Right.
there's Rangers that are in DevGrew.
so
That's the thing, though. It's hard. It's hard with those joint operation ones
Yeah,
to be like,
it's-
that's who this belongs to, because they're all backfilled from other
Yeah.
stuff. So,
Yeah. There's a
so
lot
in
of
other words,
inter-service
if you want to make
transfer
sure you get a
going on in
book or a video game made about you,
So let's
Go be a SEAL.
Let's
Be a
let's
SEAL.
do it. Let's do an over under bet right now. How long before we know who shot Baghdadi versus how long it took us to find out who shot Bin Laden?
well, we already know Baghdadi blew himself up. So,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
your
right.
over under bet on this
Yeah.
one's fucked, buddy.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, because I give credit to that dog.
yeah, the dog.
They-
I'm going with the dog's got the kill.
The
Like that's
suck
just
dog got the
yeah,
kill.
just went to the dog.
Yeah.
So- but that was a Delta dog.
That was a
So
Delta
That
dog.
is a Delta dog.
So technically under Delta.
yeah, so Army kill.
Yeah, Army kill. I'll give that.
Yeah.
I'll admit that one.
So
That's good.
So I think what we've determined
we
here
we
is,
love the SEALs.
because we need somebody to make fun of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 And I've seen you guys do some shit jobs. I've seen SEALs. They had to go through the sewers in Fallujah, and it was fucking terrible, man. It looked
I did.
gross.
I did one mission with the SEALs when I was in Iraq. We shared a sniper position with them. We were kind of like the support for them.
Yeah.
And they had been in country pushing 3 months, and I heard no less than 12 times of how much it sucked and this bullshit that we had to be here this long and whatever. And I literally
3 whole months.
I had to tell these guys, like, look, I'm in charge of a sniper section. We've been here 11 months. Stop fucking crying in front of my guys who have been here 11 months, or we're going to get up and we're going to go the fuck home.
Yeah.
You know what I
For
mean?
real,
Like,
dude. Like,
you know, like, just stop.
we're here to help you,
Yeah.
motherfucker. Like,
Yeah,
show
like-
some fucking respect. For real, dude.
Like,
100%,
you know,
dude.
just-
It's
yeah.
okay because in that guy's book, he's going to put out that he was there for 11 months in charge of a sniper division,
Well.
and it was good. They were being back supported by you guys that were there whining
Yep.
for about your 3-month deployment on the fucking sniper mission.
So
So
I think we've decided that once again,
Oh, wait. We got the Coast Guard yet?
that's non-DOD.
Oh,
wait, they don't. I don't
think they
correct
count.
us if we're wrong, but I don't
believe they
think they
do.
have a special
I
operator.
don't think they do.
Now the closest they get is Kevin Costner.
Yeah, right.
I think that's about all we can give the Coasties.
That's true.
So, except for that one dude that punched a fucking submarine.
That guy's fucking.
That dude gets
yeah.
an honorary fucking
that
title.
dude's, as far as I'm concerned, that dude's JSOC.
Yeah.
The only no. If he was,
He better be wearing
if
black
he was-
soakies.
if he
That's all
was-
I'm saying.
if he was JSOC, he would have knocked on the sub, opened the hatch, and dropped a hand grenade in it and shut it back down.
That's true.
That would have been the
Oh,
only
hold
thing
on.
cooler.
So I've been provided the MSSTs execute coastal security operations, enforce security zones, port state control boardings, protection of military outloads and major marine events, augment shoreside security at waterfront facilities, detect. This is a fucking MP.
So
I
they
don't
do.
fucking.
So they do the Coast Guard's job.
special
So that's as close as they get. Is the Coast Guard's job? They just get fancy helmets.
All
right,
You get to
fucking-
wear a fast
yep.
team helmet. You
Yeah,
get to wear a
sorry,
fast-
but you're
fast
disqualified. So other than the one dude that punched the fucking submarine,
Yeah.
there is no special operations
they
in
got
Coast
one
Guard.
badass
They
there.
got one dude. So shout out
what,
to
though?
that
I
dude.
still think that dude.
Either that, or they're very, very,
Or they are
very quiet professionals.
So fucking quiet that you don't even know they
Yeah,
exist.
they're like what Delta's supposed to be.
Yeah, right.
Like, because we're not supposed to technically know that Delta exists.
Right.
You know, for the longest time until they made a movie about it, and then
Shout out Chuck Norris.
That kind of fucked it up.
So,
You know, but
so I think what we've determined here is the Army has the best special operations. The Marines know how to steal shit. The Air Force.
I didn't say the best.
Wait, I didn't ask. The Air Force.
There's some confusion here.
The Air Force, well, has some special hats for dudes that do pretty normal shit.
And weird boots.
Yeah,
And weird boots.
They carry Army equipment, so
And,
they're kind of cool.
And the Navy is really just in it for the PR. So once again,
Fucking Navy.
3 out of the 4 branches of service have something special, and the other ones are a bunch of fucking pomade pushing video game players.
Yep.
So once again, the Navy has failed to deliver. Way to go, fucking Navy.
Fucking Navy.
God
Jeez.
damn.
Dude.
So
And if I have to listen to one more dude tell me about buds and how he's in buds, and I'm looking at him and he's like 30 pounds
and how hard
overweight,
fucking Buds was. I don't
with
care
his
that you
neck
watched
beard,
G.I.
I'm
Jane,
like,
homie. No, you didn't fucking go. Like,
Yeah. Let me tell you about fucking actual SEER school, because I went to fucking SEER school on fucking Coronado Island with SEALs, and that shit fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And you don't brag about it because it's terrible. Like, it's not something to brag about.
So yeah, Army wins. The other ones aren't bad, and the Navy apparently has really nice hair. So on that note,
It's a win.
Here's the nice hair.
smoke on,
Drink on.
drink on, freedom the fuck on,
Freedom the fuck on. Fuck Baghdaddy.
fuck Baghdaddy,
Glad you're dead, you piece of shit.
and to that Delta dog that got the job done, such a good boy.
Such a good boy. Cheers to you, buddy.
Fucking. All right, push that share button, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and
Wherever
you can
your
find us.
podcasts are found.
Or on YouTube if you prefer to see all these smiling faces while you listen to the shenanigans.
Hell yeah.
So until next time,
We're the Freedom Friends.
we're the Freedom Friends, and thank you guys for being my Freedom Friends.
Thank you, buddy.
See ya.